Alright, what's good everybody on YouTube? It's your boy Jason. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the basic hip toss. A basic hip toss or O-goshi is very essential, all self-defense type of situations and combat sports. So, you know, if you ever find yourself engaging in a clinch, close range, this is when it's useful. I guess with your dummy or your opponent, your classmate, your partner, you're going to start in a basic over-under position. This is an overhook, so I usually put my hand, you know, around the elbow region, tricep. At times you can go for a full overhook like so. My hand is underneath, wrapping around the waist. The deeper you go with your hand, the more control you have over your opponent. If my hand right here, my underhook is very shallow, I don't feel like I have a good grasp. So again, you want to kind of reach as far as you can and stay close to your opponent. You don't want to give them any space to break free or you know, throw strikes on you. So you want to control this extremity, your overhook right here, deep underhook. And then for the positioning, you basically want to act as a wedge. The way we do this is you want to take a big step in and then connect your hip with your opponent's body. You want to, it's called marrying the body. So again, my hips, my center of gravity is underneath my opponent's. Now from here is very essential. You need to commit to the throw. A couple ways to do that is to look where you're going, where we're gonna throw your opponent. If I'm looking at him this way, he can easily push me down. All right, so I wanna spot on the floor where I'm gonna toss him. So again, we're right here, over under grip, big step in. So you also wanna utilize your grips too. If my hands aren't tight and they're loose, he can escape. So this moment right here, keep him close. Don't let him go anywhere. Look where you're going. And then that's where you hit the toss. I'd say a couple mistakes I see when people do this is not getting their hips far enough or deep enough. So for example, if they're here and they go like that, if your hips aren't squared up with your opponents, they can just kind of slide off over here and repose their position. So you need to get your hips deep enough in order to cut them off to prevent them from going anywhere. So I'm here, boom, underhook, boom. Okay, it has to be a dramatic step, boom, deep inside, and then looking where I'm going, commit to the throw, knee on belly, and seek to control your opponent from here. So like I was saying, another common mistake is not enough Kuzushi or off balancing. Kuzushi is just basically how you're manipulating your opponent's weight and balance. All right, when you hit the throw, you want to get your opponent as off balance as possible. So ideally, you want to bring your opponent onto their toes. All right, so if I'm here and I don't use enough Kuzushi and I just try to shoot my hips back, my opponent can take me back with him. What you want to try to do is pull your opponent into you. All right, that's the Kuzushi. When I pull my opponent into me, you can see the weight shifting onto your opponent's toes. And from here, that's when you shoot the hips in. And then that's when you can hit the toss. All right, a lot of options from here. The reason why we teach the O-goshi or basic hip toss in the beginning is because that sets the foundation for all your other throws and takedowns, because that movement, the hip action, can be found with ippon, seoi, nage, which is the arm throw. So again, you have the ippon, seoi, nage, the classic headlock position, hip toss. And then you have other throws called like uchi. So if I were to do that, it's basically a hip toss. Only thing different that I'm doing is utilizing my leg to help off balance them and, you know, get them off the ground. So if I'm here, that's how a hip toss would look. Uchi is using my leg to kick their leg out of the way. But again, the motion's very similar to the O-goshi. Again, deep underhook, overhook here, boom. Almost like, I'd say 70% of throws in judo stem from the hip toss. So listen up, that was just the basic hip toss, O-goshi. Hopefully you guys learned a few things you can practice and implement in your training. I can do a more in-depth video about different throws, but again, they all start from the basic hip action of the O-goshi, which is hip toss. All right, so try those out. Let me know how you like them. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and support your boy over here. Again, this is your boy Jason signing in, signing out. Os.